Hi, my name is McKenna Johnson, and I will be doing a persuasive speech about why children under the age of 18 in the Dubuque County should have free access to Wi-Fi and computer technology while in school. This is my audience. Did you know that in America, around 40% of children are without internet access, according to a study done by Bridget McCrea after she found out that only 60% of children have access to Wi-Fi. That means that 3 out of the 7 children in this picture go home and cannot do assignments assigned to them by their teachers in school because they do not have either the computer to do it or the ability to pay for that access to internet. How would you feel if your child cannot complete a homework assignment because you could not afford internet? I worked at a summer school in Dubuque in which half of the student population lived in poverty-stricken homes. One child came up to me one day crying because he could not do his homework at home due to the fact that he did not have internet access. I have also read articles pertaining to the importance of internet now in schools and interviewed 4 middle school aged boys about their experiences in school and how technology is used today. Children under the age of 18 in Dubuque and surrounding areas should be allowed free access to Wi-Fi and computer technology during the school year in order to complete assignments, lessen the number of disadvantages between children and their learning environments, and provide children with an abundant amount of information and resources that could be useful not only now, but later on in their careers. We will discuss first the importance of internet in schools today. Schools have become heavily reliant on internet for assignments and testing. One of the 4 boys I interviewed, named Damon, claims he has assignments online assigned by his school, Roosevelt Middle School in Dubuque. He says, "My teachers make me take tests and quizzes on the computer and make me do assignments at home on computers too." 2 of the other boys that I interviewed, Jacob and Lincoln, who go to Lincoln Elementary School and also live in downtown Dubuque, are without a computer at home. These boys claim that they walk to the library with their mother when they are able to, or when she is able to and not at work. And if she is at work, they don't go to the library and they just don't complete their assignments. It has been shown that 4,800,000 people in Iowa are without internet today. This was shown by Internet Access to Iowa Stats and Figures. It has also been shown that the majority of people who do have internet access in Dubuque only get 25 megabytes per their speed of internet access, which is the lowest speed that you are able to get in internet access. However, this problem is not only happening in Dubuque. A school in California has implemented computer and telecommunications technologies as a key learning tool. The school is a full technology school and utilizes technology in every aspect of every course they provide. Children in this California school need to complete the online assignments in order to receive credit to graduate from the school. However, only 37% of people in this school are of a minority background. This means that the minority there may not be able to receive access to internet, as it has been shown also by the Iowa Stats and Figures that less minorities are able to afford internet access than whites and higher privileged people. If children are expected to complete assignments that are only available online and schools are beginning to become more technology based, how do you address those who cannot afford to pay a monthly internet bill? Children are in need of Wi-Fi to dismantle the staggering disadvantages some are experiencing today. Now that we have seen how important technology has become, not only in schools, but in the lives of everyone in America, we will discuss some solutions to help these disadvantaged children. Providing free internet is one solution through the schools, as well as providing tablets or computers to every child in the school district. One other thing that I have realized is that some schools are provided more money and opportunities than other schools. Such as in my hometown, we have one school where all the children received a computer and another that only has 1 computer lab to their entire student body population. By providing children with technology and Wi-Fi enabled boxes, we will be able to lessen the number of children that are not able to receive internet. However, In order to provide these laptop computers, Wi-Fi boxes, and everything else that the child will need to complete their homework assignments, fundraisers, charity events, and donors will need to be found. Even the county treasurer could budget for the computers to be given to the children at the beginning of the year and to be returned and reused for the children of the next year, or returned to the child while they're in that specific school. In 2010, the school study by McCrea, as discussed before, she was the one that discovered that only 40% of children have access to free Wi-Fi, she studied a school that was implementing Wi-Fi into their school buses for technology and learning on the go. This is another way that we can help dismantle the disadvantage of poor children and their counterparts. Here in Dubuque, as seen through personal experience, Hempstead High School allows their students to check out a laptop for just a night, though it may have to be returned and waivers have to be signed that protect the device from damage and helps the school to not have to pay if something gets broken by the child while it is in their hands. If a small town like Dubuque can provide one high school with the ability to rent laptops for only a handful of students, what do we intend to do for those who attend other schools that are even more less funded? Now that we have discussed the importance of technology and a solution to helping those who are disadvantaged, I want you to think about something for me. Think about how different the world has become in the past century. Think about your work area and what you have on your desk. Most of you will find you have some sort of technological-based device in your work and in your home. Think about how you use your phone daily and how you stream Netflix at home. Every one of these things require the same thing, internet. Can you imagine how different your life would be without access to internet and Wi-Fi? By providing internet to children under the age of 18 who have not been able to establish themselves in the community yet, we are able to provide a network for them and the ability to complete assignments on time without having to worry about where they are going to get their Wi-Fi source from. The benefits to the solution are endless. Children will have more access and will be on a more level playing field. It will not only benefit the child in the here and now, but also in the future when they are expected to complete tasks using technology. The technology will also be able to be controlled and school-oriented through the usage of blocking sites and only providing the children with the necessary tools needed on their computers. If the computers are randomly checked once a month, this will also eliminate inappropriate usage of the computers. The Wi-Fi boxes are also able to only allow certain websites onto the computers, also helping us to ensure that children are not getting into any inappropriate fields or websites while they are using the computer under school privilege. I'm going to give you an example of why providing internet to children will benefit society. One of the children that I worked with while in the summer school came up to me one day crying. He said that he had told the teacher that he was not able to complete his assignment because his mother was late from work one night. He was not able to drive to the library and complete the online assignment in time for the due date. The teacher then scolded him and said that he needed to figure something out, and he was discouraged. He was so discouraged by the teacher that the next year he was back into our program, which was only meant to be a 1-year program. It's only meant for children aged 10, and he was now 11 back in our program because he had decided that he was just not going to try anymore. He was not going to go to the library because he had tried to explain it to a teacher and he had only gotten backlash. Many children look up to us for guidance and as providers. As we have seen today, there are many children lacking internet, many who have become educationally disadvantaged, and many who lack information needed to perform well in school, and it needs to change. Think back again to your own child or a child in your family. What would you do if your teacher told you that your child or your family member was acting out and not completing assignments on purpose when you knew they had no choice? It is time to split the barriers and provide all children with the same resources and opportunities. This may be a minor step to equality, but it is a step.